What are the different types of utilitarianism? Have you ever wondered how we can measure the morality of our actions? Utilitarianism offers a fascinating approach to ethics by focusing on the consequences of our choices. In this discussion, we will explore the different types of utilitarianism and how they relate to libertarianism and classical liberalism. Utilitarianism is an ethical theory that judges actions based on their outcomes, specifically how much they promote overall well-being or happiness. There are several types of utilitarianism, each with its own unique perspective on how to evaluate actions. First, we have act utilitarianism. This type evaluates each individual action based on whether it produces the greatest overall happiness. The morality of an action depends solely on its specific consequences. For instance, if lying in a particular situation results in more happiness than telling the truth, act utilitarianism would view lying as the right choice. While this approach is flexible, it can sometimes justify actions that infringe on individual rights if they maximize utility in that moment. Next is rule utilitarianism. Instead of judging individual acts, rule utilitarianism assesses the morality of following rules that generally lead to the greatest happiness. It supports adopting rules that, when followed consistently, promote overall well-being. This approach tends to protect individual rights more than act utilitarianism because it discourages breaking rules, even if a single violation might produce better immediate outcomes. For those who value personal freedom, rule utilitarianism may be more appealing as it respects predictable legal frameworks. Then we have preference utilitarianism. This variant focuses on satisfying the preferences or desires of individuals rather than just maximizing pleasure or happiness. It respects what people want, which can align with the emphasis on individual choice. However, it still aggregates preferences to determine the best overall outcome, which might conflict with protecting minority rights if their preferences are outweighed by the majority. Another interesting type is negative utilitarianism. This approach prioritizes minimizing suffering rather than maximizing happiness. Its focus on reducing harm can resonate with concerns about preventing coercion and force. However, it could justify restricting freedoms if doing so reduces overall suffering, which can create tension with principles of liberty. We also have two-level utilitarianism. This approach combines act and rule utilitarianism. It suggests following general rules that promote happiness in most cases but allows for exceptions when breaking a rule produces significantly better consequences. This balance of flexibility and stability might appeal to those who seek both personal freedom and social order. Lastly, we have actual versus foreseeable consequence utilitarianism. Actual consequence utilitarians judge actions based on their real outcomes, even if unforeseen, while foreseeable consequence utilitarians base moral evaluation on expected results at the time of action. The latter respects the limits of knowledge and intention, aligning with the emphasis on individual responsibility. In summary, utilitarianism aims to maximize well-being through consequentialist reasoning, but its variants differ in how they apply this principle. Understanding these distinctions clarifies the complex relationship between utilitarian ethics and libertarian ideals.